Well, great morning. Well, as usual, Trump is up to no good. He's got his Jewish Nazi out there. Yes, we all know who that is, Stephen Miller, creating some new fly-by-night company called, let me get the name of it again, hold on, I want to make sure I have the right name, America First Legal. Now, none of them that have created it or on the board are lawyers, okay? It's his Jewish Nazi spin doctor that created it. And it's all what? To try to say that the Mar-a-Lago search, etc., was illegal. God, there is no low these guys will not stoop to. So I want to pull cards, and I think I'll try using the Kipper deck too. What is behind this? So what's going on with this? Now we know ultimately it's got to be at the behest of 45, but we've got his, Hitler 45, his top commander-in-chief there, the Jewish Nazi doing his bidding. Wow, how does it all link up? And then we've got, of course, we got Thomas taken on the take from the guy that's got a huge Hitler collection, okay? Somebody that is right up 45's alley that's got a garden dedicated to all the evil dictators, okay? Are we seeing a pattern here with these guys? But let's see. What's going on with this? The false person. Oh, you mean the Jewish Nazis not up and up? I swear every time I see his face, I see his former life as a Nazi that was in that high cadre and had a scar here. And that's why I call him the Jewish Nazi, because I absolutely see that so clearly with him. Dressed in his SS uniform, the scar on his face, the Jewish Nazi. So going into it, first thing out, we've got the false person. What's going on now is this new organization that he created, okay? At the center of it, we have poverty because they're in the midst of loss, okay? He's losing, so he's doing everything he can to create another spin, okay? By making something look like, oh, this is a legal organization and we're telling you this is fake, it's false. It's not legal at all in any way, shape, or form. It's another propaganda spin machine. Okay, so the challenge is high honors. So yeah, they want to make this company look like it's on the up and up, that it's a genuine thing, and it's not. Okay, the clarification is concern. So they're concerned great leader is going down for the count. So yeah, they're going to make this phony baloney very sounding like it's on the up and up, but it's another propaganda machine. That's all it is. These guys are such snakes, vipers. So let's see what we have. I'm going to use the whole Lenormand with my extra cards, and let's just see what we have. So the false person, heavy wheel. He's got a heavy karmic wheel, I tell you, this guy. But he is like the grinding stone, okay? And he is heavily attached can also be like the ring, the marriage. These guys are all in this together, okay? They have a whole, I'm just seeing a rat maze. And these guys are all going through these dark tunnels together. So when it comes to the new organization, fireworks, they want to create chaos with it, okay? When it comes to the poverty of the situation, they want to eat away at it. Why? Because it's a propaganda spin machine, trying to convince the MAGA crowd, stay with us, because this is illegal. The challenge of the high honor is the future happenings, okay? They're trying to skew this for the future things coming up. When it comes to the concern, we've got a whole bouquet of stuff happening, okay? And underneath of it all, they are trying to control the narrative. Oh my God, these guys are so smarmy. I've used the other one. Okay, so let's pull some cards and see what we have with this. So far, we've got the heavy-duty false person, okay? New, trying to create fireworks, eating away at these losses that are coming, trying to put future high honors, trying to give him a place to come back from, and a whole bouquet of concerns. It's not just one. They have a whole thing. But like I said, this is really the dark versus the light. We are coming to that moment in history of this division that's happening. So with the first false person, oh, what a surprise, the card of manipulation, smoke and mirrors, a fake company, fake lawyers, trying to spin the narrative, okay? That's not a surprise, is it? Underneath of it, this is the path they've chosen. This is the path they're walking. These are their choices in life. To be fake, to be false, to be deceptive, okay? To go into that darkness. So when it comes to the fireworks of this new thing that they're doing, again, their cup of abominations and hoping to stir up the emotions of the maggot crowd, okay? The foundation is juggling this stuff, trying to keep it in motion, trying to stir up some kind of fireworks somewhere. Because at the center of it, we've got the poverty, eating away at his ability to have power. So what are they doing? Offering up something new. Oh, what a surprise. Let's offer up this thing. It's all Biden's fault. Why? Because there's the big burden coming down on him. It's heavy. These actions that are coming are heavy. So they're doing all they can to mitigate it. Okay? So we have, again, the challenge is the future. High honors. He's trying to, look like this big mucky muck by creating this, by putting out what? New mental spins. Mental spins, something new to fight it because they don't like the harvest. Because they planted these seeds, and what they get back, they've been called out on everything. The money laundering, the attempt to overthrow the government, his running the criminal organization, trying to lean on people to overthrow the government, overthrow elections, okay? So they're trying to put out this as if it's a big, high, honorable company, some future thing for the spin. Again, trying to put this stuff out there as if it is fact. And it's not, because they have what? A whole bouquet of concerns. They don't like what's coming down the pike, okay? Well, I wouldn't like it either if I was facing jail time, but it's well deserved because of all the evidence that they have against this guy, okay? So, not a surprise what it's saying. It's dark, it's smoke and mirrors. This is the path they've decided to walk with this cadre of dark elements. So let's see what we have underneath of it. We have wanting to live the cushy life. Okay. We have America and our foundation, our laws, our people, what we stand for. Now, I'm wondering if not, and sometimes this is my card also for Mother Russia, but we have America versus this dark element versus those on the Putin payroll, these darker elements. So one is against the other. We have this attempting to walk away from what's coming, the tower moment, okay? Are we seeing a pattern here? So they are trying to move this, trying to create a way to control it by shedding what? Not real light, but false light. It's like the Antichrist, Antichrist movement of these evangelical churches which are teaching a different Christ, okay? So it's that same type of element that's going on because they are facing losses and it is happening rapidly that he will be out in the cold, okay? And they cannot stand democracy. So underneath of it, we have a lot of major arcana, one after the other. So we have, let's driving it all, is democracy against the authoritarians. That's what's underneath of it. The light versus the dark. Caring about people or caring about just their own existence. So all of that is contained in this. That's underneath of it driving, because they're facing a tower moment. So they're trying to move the narrative by trying to take control, because what they want, authoritarian government. And so they put out a false light. So that's what's underneath of it all. This darker element that is taking place, the division of the light from the dark. So going into it again, we're going to break this down. The major arcana driving this is what we've got going into it. Smoke and mirrors, trying to manipulate it by their choices. This is the path they've walked. The beginning, the end, the alpha, the omega, the start, the finish. And it's what? Coming from what? Manipulation. Manipulation. Okay. So let's break it down. When we come to the daily life, the daily happenings, they're trying to juggle this. And because of the evidence that they have, this is also my card for the evidence, the monetary, the daily life. This is what they're juggling because they don't like, they planted the seeds and they're not liking what's coming now to harvest and what's being held to. Okay? They don't like it one iota. So they have their cup of abominations out here, trying to present something new with the false night because they don't like what's coming. Okay? So we have what? The false narrative, trying to put out some new spin. Okay? Starting to come up with some idea on how to skew this because they want to eat away at what's coming, because this is a big burden. This is tough. This action that's coming down. Okay? So scared. So doing all they can to try to insulate 45 from his evil deeds. Because what? Oh, he shouldn't have any accountability. Because what? He's put out this false narrative that he's a billionaire. Okay? And all of his life, oh, Captain Bone Spurs, has been what? Deception, cons, lies. And it's gotten him through to this point by leaning on people, by, again, all of his life has been this way, and he's never had accountability. And now that accountability is coming, all these rats in the maze that are hanging onto his coattails are scurrying for whatever they can do to try to keep him in power. Because he goes down, guess what? Then their totem god that they've got on this pedestal is no more. And they'll have to fend for themselves. Okay? So this is what happens when you have a cult narrative like this. They're all holding on to the strong man who has no strength at all. He is the most weak, ineffective, anybody that has to put lifts in his shoes, so he's always standing like this. You wonder why he's always standing on a slant? Because he's got big lifts in his shoes. That's why he's got that really odd, weird stance. He even lies about his height. Okay? He lies about everything. And this is what they put on a pedestal. Somebody that's manipulated, all they have to do, these dark elements, is tell him how fabulous he is, and he eats it up and rolls over like a puppy. Rub my belly, rub my belly. And when these authoritative dark figures, pat him on the head, he thinks he's one of them. He thinks he's right in there. Well, he's not. And his Jewish Nazi buddy there that's trying to run everything, this hater, Stephen Miller, has come up with this scheme and this plan to create this fake organization that sounds as if it's a legal thing to try to skew the narrative, because he is going down for having secret documents and putting them out. And I guarantee whoever is leaking this stuff, now secret documents, is one of their moles that they've got still going out there. So, I'm going to leave this here. But what, I just see a whole nest of rats underground in the dark with all these tunnels that they're trying, a maze that they're all interconnected one with the other, and scurrying because they cannot understand light. And that's what the Bible says. The darkness does not comprehend light. They cannot comprehend that there are people that are moral and good out there, because they don't have it within them. So they think everybody is a cheat, everybody's a liar, everybody is a scammer. Okay? Because that's their nature and their makeup in who and what they are. So they cannot stand the light. Those that are moral, those that have integrity, those that want the best for humanity. Okay? So on an end note, I just saw the most disgusting thing put out this morning, where we had those teenagers that were killed by these young people. One of them was 12 years old, these murderers. And you have the sheriff's department. Of course, this is in Florida. The good to Satan's mouthpiece out there, sheriffs say, you can't blame guns. Guns didn't kill him. What did kill him? It was a bullet that came from what? A gun. Now, other countries have these social problems just as much as here. But what they don't have access is hot and cold running guns. Okay? And if these kids did not have access to a gun, then it wouldn't have happened. So this idea, it's not guns that kill people. It's people that kill people. Well, no, it was a bullet. Okay, it was a bullet. And a bullet comes from what? A gun. Okay, so wake up. I just get so disgusted with these mouthpieces, these repugly uglies that are willing to sacrifice children. And they're supposed to be good Christians. Did Christ say, oh, love your fellow brother, turn the other cheek, and carry an AK-47? I don't think so. So on that note, I'm going to get off my soapbox here this morning for a minute, have my coffee, take the rest of some of my medication, and I'll see you online. Oh my God, these guys are they're so failed with being a human being. So failed.